The houses look much smaller than I remembered yesterday. There's a window by the corner where we used to watch the rain. The paint is almost fallen, but I still know the place. The little store is still there, though the sign has lost its name. An old man sits behind the counter like nothing ever changed. I asked him if he knew you. He looked at me and smiled, said people leave this town, but memories stay a while. And I remember the last summer when we thought we'd never change. We were young enough to promise we would never walk away. But the road kept moving forward, and the years became a blur. I came looking for the person I was before I lost her. I walked beside the river as the evening turned to gold. There were footprints in the water, but none of them were ours. I almost called your name out when the wind came through the trees. Then I realized the silence was the answer that I needed. Maybe love is not a promise, maybe love is letting go. And the summer wasn't lost, it was only passing through, like the fading light behind me, like the memory of you. The road is getting darker, going still. I don't need to find you anymore. I don't think I ever will. Tomorrow I'll be leaving, with the morning coming soon. But tonight I'll keep the summer for one last time with you. was a time I knew the shape of your silence before you ever spoke. I knew became good at pretending nothing was breaking underneath. Two people sleeping beside each other, two strangers learning how to breathe. I kept your photograph, not because I wanted you back, but because I couldn't remember who I was before that. What remains when love is gone? Not the promises, not the nights, not the words we held on to after they stopped being true. There is a room inside me I never let you see. I built it out of all the things I was afraid you'd take from me. Sometimes I hear your footsteps in a hallway that is empty, and for a moment I forget that memory has no body. You were not the only one who left something in me left that night. The man who thought forever was something you could hold. Now I sit beneath the window and watch the city disappear. There is no anger left between us, only distance growing clear. Maybe love was never meant to make us stay. Maybe some things disappear so we can finally see our way. What remains when love is gone? A little light, a little scar, a name we no longer say, but somehow still remember. And if I meet you someday on another empty street, I hope I won't need forgiveness, and you won't need it from me, because some endings are not failures. Some doors close so we can hear ourselves again. I don't miss who we were, I miss who I was before I learned that even love can disappear, and that is what remains. I stayed awake until the city lost its name. The windows turned to mirrors, and every face became the same. There was a light across the river, too distant to belong to me. I watched it tremble on the water, like something trying to leave. No one was calling, no one was waiting. The night had emptied every room. I walked without a reason, I walked without a destination, as if moving could keep me from becoming still. I used to think the darkness was something we survived. Now I wonder if the darkness was simply another kind of life. The clocks kept turning, but nothing seemed to move. And somewhere between two heartbeats I forgot what I was supposed to prove. I saw the morning before it reached the street, a pale line through the curtains, a world beneath my feet. I thought the night would never end. I thought I had become the night. But nothing stays forever, not even what feels endless. Between two dawns where yesterday disappears before tomorrow has a name. No answer, no promise, no hand reaching through the dark. Only the sound of light coming slowly. I don't know who I'll be when the morning finally comes, but for the first time I don't need to know. And I am still here. I remember the sound of rain against the kitchen glass, my mother singing in the hallway, my father coming home at last. There was a yellow coat beside the doorway, small enough to fit my hands. I used to run into the summer without knowing where it ends. We didn't have much, but we had a window and a table full of light. I thought that was forever. I thought everyone stayed. Years went by like passing trains, and I learned to leave things behind. Cities changed the shape of my shadow, but they never changed that house in my mind. I came back on a Sunday morning when the streets were washed and clean. The old garden had grown wild, but I knew exactly what I'd seen. The little girl stood by the doorway, holding flowers in her hands. She looked at me without speaking, like she already understood. Where the rain forgot us, there was still a place to breathe. Where the years could not erase us, where the child was still in me. I wanted to tell her, you don't have to be afraid. But she turned toward the garden and slowly walked away. I followed through the wet grass, past the broken garden wall. The house was smaller than I remembered, but somehow it held it all. Every voice, every winter, every summer we survived. And suddenly I understood, I had never really left. I was only learning how to return. Beneath the doorway and listen to the rain, not asking it to bring me back, not asking it to stay. The road was waiting, and this time I wasn't afraid to leave. There was a room I never spoke about, a window facing north, a bed beneath the light, and footsteps in the hallway that taught me how to hide. I learned very early how to make myself small, how to hear a door opening and know what would come after. No one saw the silence growing underneath my skin. Years passed. I changed my name, I changed my city, I changed the way I looked at mirrors, but some nights I was still that child, waiting, listening, breathing without making a sound. I thought healing meant forgetting, I thought time would take it all away, but the things we bury don't always disappear. Sometimes they grow roots, sometimes they learn your heartbeat and live there quietly. couldn't understand. You carried what you couldn't say, and I carried it so long I forgot it wasn't mine. The wound learned to breathe inside me. It learned the rhythm of my heart. It learned the sound of my name. I used to wish it would disappear. Now I only ask it to stop being afraid. Where the old pain lived, and for the first time it didn't hurt. Not because it was gone, but because I was no longer alone. You are here, I am here, and that is enough. The wound is still breathing, but so am I. But so am I. We were sitting on the hood of an old car, counting stars we couldn't name. Someone had a radio beside them, playing songs we thought would never change. The night was warm, the road was empty, and nobody wanted to go home. We talked about the cities we'd live in, the people we would someday become. We believed there would always be another summer, another night, another one. I remember your shoes by the river, your jacket lying in the grass. You said don't let this night disappear, but nights don't listen, they only pass. There was a moon above the water, and a train somewhere beyond the trees. For a little while, the whole world seemed to belong to us. We were young for only a moment, though we didn't know it then. We thought time was something waiting somewhere far beyond our hands. Years later, I came back to that river. The car was gone, the road had changed, the trees were taller, and the water kept moving. I stood there listening, nothing sounded the same, and yet everything did. I could almost hear us laughing somewhere beyond the dark. Do you remember? I don't need to. I remember enough. The years have taken many things, faces, names, places, promises, but they never took that night, because some moments don't belong to time, they belong to us. We were young for only a moment, and maybe that's why it still feels endless. and life began. We just didn't know that it had already begun. You said you were waiting for me. I was. Then why did you never call? Because every time I reached for the phone, I thought you had already moved on. I thought you didn't care. I thought you didn't need me. I waited by the window. I waited by the door. We were standing in the same silence and calling it goodbye. I remember the night you left. I remember the night you stopped looking at me. I thought you chose the road. I thought you wanted me to go. I said nothing. Neither did I. And that was the beginning of everything we never said, of everything we carried away. I kept your letters, I kept the empty room. I thought the silence meant you had forgotten. I thought the silence meant you had forgiven. Maybe we were both wrong. Maybe we were both afraid. If I had one more night, if I had one more word, I wouldn't ask you to come back. I wouldn't ask you to stay. I would only tell you I remember. Not the way you left, not the way I stayed, but the words we left behind. Some words disappear, some words wait, and some arrive too late. I used to think I had to understand everything. Why people leave, why some promises break, why the years take what they take. I thought if I found the answer, the past would finally become quiet, but it never did. The river still remembers the rain. The old house still holds the light. And some names still come back when the room is quiet at night. I carried anger like a suitcase everywhere I went. I thought letting go meant saying it didn't matter, but it mattered. It mattered because it happened. I carried the child I used to be through every city, every winter, every goodbye. And somewhere along the way, she stopped asking me to go back. She only asked me to morning still comes. Even after the longest night. So I won't ask the past to give me anything back. I won't ask the years to make me younger. I won't ask the ones who left to return. I will remember, and then I will walk. Not because I know where I'm going, but because I am still here. And because the road is still open. And because tomorrow has not happened yet. We are still here. We are still breathing. We are still becoming. And still we walk. Maybe this is what growing older means. Not losing the past, but learning where to put it, so it no longer holds your hand. Maybe forgiveness isn't forgetting. Maybe it's putting down what you were never meant to carry. I don't need another beginning. I only need this morning, this road, this breath, this moment. And still we walk. And still we keep going. I will. The road is still here. I came back down the old road where the summer used to stay. The houses looked much smaller than I remembered yesterday. There's a window by the corner where we used to watch the rain. The paint is almost falling, but I still know the place. The little store is still there, though the sign has lost its name. An old man sits behind the counter like nothing ever changed. I asked him if he knew you. He looked at me and smiled, said, people leave this town, but memories stay a while. And I remember the last summer when we thought we'd never change. We were young enough to promise we would never walk away. But the road kept moving forward, and the years became a blur. I came looking for the person I was before I lost her. beside the river as the evening turned to gold. There were footprints in the water, but none of them were ours. I almost called your name out when the wind came through the trees, and I realized the silence was the answer that I needed. Maybe nothing had to stay, maybe leaving was enough. Maybe love is not a promise, maybe love is letting go. And the summer wasn't lost, it was only passing through, like the fading light behind me, like the memory of you. The road is getting darker and the town is going still. I don't need to find you anymore, I don't think I ever will. Tomorrow I'll be leaving with the morning coming soon, but tonight I'll keep the summer for one last time with you. Came back down the old road where the summer used to stay. The houses looked much smaller than I remembered yesterday. There's a window by the corner where we used to watch the rain. The paint is almost falling, but I still know the place. The little store is still there, though the sign has lost its name. An old man sits behind the counter like nothing ever changed. I asked him if he knew you. He looked at me and smiled, said people leave this town, but memories stay a while. And I remember the last summer when we thought we'd never change. We were young enough to promise we would never walk away, but the road kept moving forward and the years became a blur. I came looking for the person I was before I lost her. I came back down the old road where the summer used to stay. The houses looked much smaller than I remember yesterday. There's a window by the corner where we used to watch the rain. The paint is almost falling, but I still know the place. The little store is still there, though the sign has lost its name. An old man sits behind the counter like nothing ever changed. I asked him if he knew you. He looked at me silence before you spoke. I knew you were leaving by the way you held the door. We became good at pretending nothing was breaking underneath. Two people sleeping beside each other, two strangers learning how to breathe. I kept your photograph, not because I wanted you back, but because I couldn't remember who I was before that. What remains well is gone. Not the promises, not the nights, not the words we held on to after they stopped being true. There is a room inside me I never let you see. I built it out of all the things I was afraid you'd take from me. Sometimes I hear your footsteps in a hallway that is empty, and for a moment I forget that memory has nobody. You were not the only one who left something in me left that night. The man who thought forever was something you could hold. Now I sit beneath the window and watch the city disappear. There is no anger left between us, only distance growing clear. Maybe love was never meant to make us stay. Maybe some things disappear so we can finally see our way. Finally see our way. What remains when love is gone? A little light, a little scar, a name we no longer say, but somehow still remember. And if I meet you some damn day on another empty street, I hope I won't need forgiveness and you won't need it from me, because some endings are not failures. Some doors close so we can hear ourselves again. I don't miss who we were, I miss who I was before I learned that even love can disappear. And that is what remains. I stayed awake until the city lost its name. The windows turned to mirrors, and every face became the same. There was a light across the river, too distant to belong to me. I watched it tremble on the water something trying to leave. No one was calling, no one was waiting. The night had emptied every room. I walked without a reason, I walked without a destination, as if moving could keep me from becoming still. I used to think the darkness was something we survived. Now I wonder if the darkness was simply another kind of life. The clocks kept turning, but nothing seemed to move. And somewhere between two heartbeats I forgot what I was supposed to prove. I saw the morning before it reached the street, a pale line through the curtains, a world beneath my feet. I thought the night would never end, I thought I had become the night. But nothing stays forever, not even what feels endless. There is a silence between two daws, where yesterday disappears before tomorrow has a name. No answer, no promise, no hand reaching through the dark. Only the sound of breathing and the first light coming slowly. I don't know who I'll be when the morning finally comes, but for the first time I don't need to know. And I am still here. The kitchen glass, my mother singing in the hallway, my father coming home at last. There was a yellow coat beside the doorway, small enough to fit in my hands. I used to run into the summer without knowing where it ends. We didn't have much, but we had a window and a table full of light. I thought that was forever, I thought everyone stayed. Years went by like passing trains, and I learned to leave things behind. Cities changed, the shape of my shadow, but they never changed that house in my mind. I came back on a Sunday morning when the streets were washed and clean. The old garden had grown wild, but I knew exactly what I'd seen. Without speaking, like she already understood. Where the rain forgot us, there was still a place to breathe. Where the years could not erase us, where the child was still in me. I wanted to tell her, you don't have to be afraid, but she turned toward the garden, slowly walked away. I followed through the wet grass, past the broken garden wall. The house was smaller than I remembered, but somehow it held it all. Every voice, every winter, every summer we survived. And suddenly I understood I had never really left. I was only learning how to return. So I stood beneath the doorway and listened to the rain, not asking it to bring me back, not asking it to stay. The road was awaiting. This time I wasn't afraid to leave. There was a room I never spoke about, a window facing north, a bed beneath the light, and footsteps in the hallway that taught me how to hide. I learned very early how to make myself small, how to hear a door opening and know what would come after. No one saw the silence growing underneath my skin. Years passed. I changed my name, I changed my city, I changed the way I looked at mirrors. But some nights I was still that child, waiting, listening, breathing without making a sound. I thought healing meant forgetting. I thought time would take it all away. But the things we bury don't always disappear. Sometimes they grow roots, sometimes they learn your heartbeat and live there quietly. it wasn't mine. The wound learned to breathe inside me. It learned the rhythm of my heart. It learned the sound of my name. I used to wish it would disappear. Now I only ask it to stop being afraid. I touched the place where the old pain lived, and for the first time it didn't hurt. Not because it was gone, but because I was no longer alone. You are here, I am here, and that is enough. The wound is still breathing, but so am I. We were sitting on the hood of an old car, counting stars we couldn't name. Someone had a radio beside them, playing songs we thought would never change. The night was warm, the road was empty, and nobody wanted to go home. We talked about the cities we'd live in, the people we would someday become. We believed there would always be another summer, another night, another one. I remember your shoes by the river, your jacket lying in the grass. You said, don't let this night disappear. But nights don't listen, they only pass. There was a moon above the water, and a train somewhere beyond the trees. For a little while, the whole world seemed to belong to us. We were young for only a moment, though we didn't know it then. We thought time was something waiting somewhere far beyond our hands. Years later, I came back to that river. The car was gone, the road had changed. The trees were taller and the water kept moving. I stood there listening. Nothing sounded the same, and yet everything did. I could almost hear us laughing somewhere beyond the dark. Do you remember? I don't need to. I remember enough. The years have taken many things, faces, names, places, promises, but they never took that night, because some moments don't belong to time, they belong to us. We were young for only a moment, and maybe that's why it still feels endless. morning came and we went home, and life began. We just didn't know that it had already begun. You said you were waiting for me.
I was.
Then why did you never call?
Because every time I reached for the phone,
I thought you had already moved on.
I thought you didn't care.
I thought you didn't need me.
I waited by the window.
I waited by the door,
We were standing in the same silence,
and calling it goodbye.
I remember the night you left.
I remember the night you stopped looking at me.
I thought you chose the road.
I thought you wanted me to go.
I said nothing,
Neither did I.
and that was the beginning of everything we never said,
Of everything we carried away.
I kept your letters.
I kept the empty room.
I thought the silence meant
You had forgotten.
I thought the silence meant
You had forgiven. Maybe we were both wrong.
maybe we were both afraid.
If I had one more night,
If I had one more word,
I wouldn't ask you to come back.
I wouldn't ask you to stay.
I would only tell you,
I remember,
not the way you left,
not the way I stayed.
but the words we left behind.
Some words disappear,
Some words wait,
and some arrive too late.
Ooh, too late.
I used to think I had to understand everything. Why people leave, why some promises break, why the years take what they take. I thought if I found the answer, the past would finally become quiet, but it never did. The river still remembers the rain, the old house still holds the light, and some names still come back when the room is quiet at night. I carried anger like a suitcase everywhere I went. I She only asked me to keep going. To keep going. There are people I will never see again. There are words I will never be able to say. There are roads I will never take twice. But somehow life is still here. The morning still comes, even after the longest night. So I won't ask the past to give me anything back. I won't ask the years to make me younger. I won't ask the ones who left to return. I will remember and then I will walk. Not because I know where I'm going, but because I am still here. And because the road is still open. And because tomorrow has not happened yet. We are still here. We are still breathing. We are still becoming. And still we walk. Maybe this is what growing older means. Not losing the past, but learning where to put it so it no longer holds your hand. Maybe forgiveness isn't forgetting. Maybe it's putting down what you were never meant to carry. I don't need another beginning. I only need this morning, this road, this breath, this moment. And still we walk, and still we walk, Hey. Keep going. The road is still here.